Hello to all my amazing viewers and subscribers. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that from the week of June 19th through the 24th, I will not be conducting any private readings as I will be on vacation. And I will be answering emails, but please be patient as, I need my time to detox and enjoy myself as well. Also, some of you may have seen in my previous PSA video that I was not going to be around for the channel or private readings from like the beginning of July to the middle of August. That has since changed due to some choices I've made in my life and, listening to spirit and having faith. I'm going to be, around to help you guys. Yeah, Gemini season's all about making decisions and having a lot of choices. And I think you guys have seen that in the general readings. There's been a lot of choices that we all have been able to make, and a lot of them are great to choose from. But some limit our freedoms more than others. So I had to make that decision for myself as well. So I will be around, okay? So that means that Cancer season and Leo season get their readings, and that's very exciting. Again, guys, if you have any questions about my services, please email me before you book if you're confused. As well as if you want to add astrology to your soul reading, okay? Do not hit the book button because that pays for $40 instead of the $45. Like it says in the instructions, please contact me directly and I will send you a PayPal link for the appropriate amount. Thank you again to all of my clients and all of you guys for viewing. Like, this happened to seemingly happen overnight, and it's been extremely humbling to be able to deliver these messages to you guys and get the feedback that I've been getting. Like, it's an honor. I need you to know that I do this because this is just my truth. I do it because it's my truth. And the fact that in turn, it's so openly accepted, and then, I get to support my life and support the way that I deliver my truth, through this is just magnificent. So thank you all for being here. And now it's time for your reading. Pisces, I feel like some energy has been building up inside of you. And before I started talking, the wedding card fell out, and on the bottom of the deck was worth the wait. So for some of you, you need to know that getting married, it's worth waiting. It's worth waiting for the ideal person that is marriage material, okay? It's worth it. It's worth it. Some of you also might be waiting to get married. Either you're with somebody and you're waiting for them to propose, or you kind of hit that wall where you're like, damn, will I ever get married? Like, trust me. If it didn't happen yet, it's because it wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah. Heart-to-heart conversations, having to get honest with ourselves about what we really need and want and how to bring that about in our life, because we can't just always dream, right, Pisces? We have to take action sometimes. Okay, we can't always just astral project into our beliefs. I'm feeling that you're a little bit burdened, Pisces. Particularly in the shoulders onto the back, as if you were carrying a backpack. Okay. So I don't know. Now this, Four of Pentacles talks about being very stubborn and stuck. And when we're rigid, we have pain, we can end up being in pain, right? Because rigidity, holding ourselves like this, because actually the position he's in very much feels like what I was feeling. I had this pain starting to go down both sides of my back, as if, when you're carrying something on your back like this, and you're moving forward, it can be very daunting. So I don't know if you've been holding out for this family, this perfect picture for so long that you're now in pain, like you're crippled. When you put so much pressure, yeah, Five of Wands. When you put so much pressure on something and you're like, and you're holding it in such a certain way that all that pressure channeled into that rigid motion begins to make you shake and then brings pain into your joints. Like, it's that kind of feeling. Like, loosen the reins. Let things flow. Let things flow. maybe it's a new idea of what married life or what your future is going to look like or what you actually want. There's this sense of what you have right now or what you've been, who you've been attracted to or who you've been going out with or been with for all these years somehow doesn't match up to the picture that you have in your head. But I don't think that you've done anything out in the world yet to change it. There's this idea of what you are desiring is a fantasy. And it's not that it's to say that you can't actualize this fantasy. I just think that as of right now, it's only a fantasy. All right, Pisces. What's good though, guys? Like, can y'all explain to me what's up? Because I want to understand why you keep doing this to yourself. And I say to yourself because you are so tuned in to the non-physical that I don't know how y'all let people play you or allow yourself to be played, rather. I want to understand. Anyways, your overall energy for the next month is let go of control issues. Allow the situations to unfold naturally. In the 8 of Cups. So, I think for a lot of you, overall, this reading is about those of you who have either been with the same person for a long time, or even if you've moved on and dated other people, you still always compare everyone to them, or you're constantly thinking about this one specific person. And there's just overall a sense here of not moving on, needing to move on. Because if you want that traditional family, right? Or that ideal picture, that long-term, that permanence, whoever's in your life right now is not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you. And let go of control issues overall just means to me that you're holding on way too tight to love in general and to how love shows up in your life. And with the 8 of Cups, we're often leaving behind something that we've invested a lot in, okay? Invested years in, potentially, maybe even I'm feeling like some of you like have been pursuing the person you've been pursuing because that's what you were taught as a child. Like, you know, you court this person for this amount of years and whatever, or, you know, when you have a child with somebody, you have to be with them, or if they don't want to be with you, then you have to hold out and wait for them, or something like that. There's an idea of like family beliefs or values being projected onto this. That's why you're working so hard to control how the situation goes. But when we're using control mechanisms, okay, ways of manipulating the situation, it never works out in our favor because ultimately we're deceiving somebody and we're deceiving ourselves. In the past, and what you're needing to let go of is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Combined with the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. Now, I don't think these are people. I think this is saying Knight of Swords, you get the clarity, right? You get the insight that you have a lot deeper romantic feelings than you've previously paid attention to. And again, technically this could be in Aries, but this Emperor is more so feeling to me like you wanting something traditional in very, very sound, in something that cannot be taken from you. Okay? That's more so what I'm feeling. I think that you finally recognize that, Pisces, and because you want something that is like the sure thing, I'm feeling like you're almost going after just whomever's in front of you right now because you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be a husband, or I want to be a wife, and I want to be a mother. So that means I need to like lock something down right now. And you go for what you've known and you go for what's in front of you and you're like, wait, that's not it. Well, of course that's not it. Because if that person was for you ever, like was ever going to be your forever with the Emperor, right? Forever something that was secure and permanent and a staple and a fixture in your life, then they would have locked it down already. Okay, you'd be there already. Under the deck on this one is Four of Crystals. Again, Four of Pentacles, talking about something that is permanent and secure, okay? Fours always talk about structure and laying a foundation. And the Four of Crystals, to me, combined with the Emperor, is talking about something that you can have and hold, something that's going to stand the test of time. To clarify this, we have, let me show you the front of the card, the Universe or the World, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I think that you've really been in the past stuck in your head about whether or not you can move forward and go create this new life. Because with the Universe here, I think that you're afraid to an extent, afraid and anxious to go and create something new and different and break your traditions as well. Break the things that you were taught as a child. I think that gives you a lot of mental anguish. I think that the Universe for me is feeling like a whole new world. I almost started singing that stupid song from Aladdin. A whole new world. Seriously. Now, if you want a dreamy, forever fairy tale type of relationship like that, okay, like, I feel like that's twofold. Like, one, I think Aquarius, oh my God, I just said Aquarius. Pisces, I think that to an extent you think that, like, if you just keep doing what you're doing, it'll eventually turn into a fairy tale like that. But also, other side of the message is, if you really want that fairy tale thing, if it hasn't come to you yet doing what you've been doing, then obviously you have to do something else. I mean, that's just natural, okay? In the present, if I think these nails could be useful for something other than looking fly as hell. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. In passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now, this is really interesting. So underneath flirt, we have you, Pisces, King of Cups, with the Six of Cups, okay? Which to me just flat out says, like, either flirting with someone from the past, flirting with old, old people, people that have been around, people that you've known for a while, exes, whatever, or flirting with the mother or father of your children, okay? And then we have passion combined with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And I'm sorry, Pisces, but that is the most sexual booty call energy combination possible. Absolutely. These four cards right here are saying that what you're going after this month, Pisces, or what is coming for you is very much a booty call from someone that you know and you've been with in some capacity before. They're either an old friend, an old fling, an old friends with benefits, an ex, whatever. Okay, even if you're not even going out with these people or deciding not to, like, the offers that they're making are very much based on their sexuality or your sexuality, or wanting to just have that one night of, like, fun and romp around and then call it a day. Okay? So if you want that, by all means, have a field day. Please, please. It's always great to do, you know what I mean? If everyone's on the same page, then it's all good. And the reason I don't really have anything further to say on that is because in the future, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy with the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. Now, I know I slipped up and said Aquarius over here. So I think for those of you that are dealing with Aquarius, he very much so, this coming back that he's going to do is going to be a one-time roll, and he's going to bounce, okay? Or she. He's going to bounce. But overall, I think that this King of Swords is not necessarily an air sign, but more so someone who I want to say has been a little bit argumentative. And this is almost feeling like makeup to breakup type of energy. Like, you guys keep reigniting the fire and, like, it's good for like a week and a half, and then you realize, like, that they played you, that they're still not ready to offer you anything else emotionally. Okay, because you have King of Cups versus the King of Swords. Those are very different energies. In my opinion, the King of Cups is the strongest king because being able to know yourself on an emotional level gives a lot of power, right? It gives somebody a lot of power. The King of Swords, however, is very analytical and often, cold in his approach. So, this could definitely be a person that comes in and deceives you, right? But more so, you're going to let them in on the offer of a good time. And basically they're going to steal your mental power. I also look at the Seven of Swords as a card that of like allowing somebody to allowing leaks in your energy field, or this is also my you played yourself card. And with release your ex here, it's like, again, you knew, like, you know, in some capacity, you have to know that this person is just around for a good time. And then you allow them to come in, and, you know, you played yourself because you should have been being like the King of Swords and being discerning and using your logic and knowing that, you know, if this person has done this before, why wouldn't they do it again? So I think it's twofold here, Pisces. I think you're allowing someone to steal your energy, and you need to be like the King of Swords, and you need to be discerning, and you need to be more practical and focused on how you allow people to come in and out of your field, right? Because when we share space with somebody, and especially when we share our body with somebody, we exchange energy. So if you want to truly be able to move on from this person, you need to stop engaging with them sexually, because every single time you engage with them sexually, they leave with parts of your energy field, and it takes you a long time to recuperate. And that obviously is going to keep connecting and reconnecting and strengthening that energetic, etherical cord that you have between the two of you. If you really want to sever the tie between the two of you, you need to be clear-headed, and you need to, you know, walk away. Really cut off your energy. I think in the Aquarius video, I was giving the metaphor about closed doors. Maybe that was Capricorn's video. But, you know, some people think that, oh, if this person keeps coming back, they must really love me and they must be for me. Like, no, honey, like until we deadbolt the door and really believe in our heart that we're done, of course that the door will still be open. Or if we don't block their number and block them on all social media, of course they're going to try to come back, because you still love them and you haven't released that in your heart yet. Because what we radiate, like if you're constantly thinking about this person, of course they're going to come back. That's like law of attraction. That's basic. Okay, that's basic. But if you don't want to continue to feel like you're getting things stolen from you, if you're feeling deceived, if you're feeling like people are taking advantage of you, you need to also do your part and be discerning and remove yourself from scenarios that make you feel less than your best self, period. Okay? Pisces, everything gets better when we get better, okay? Our partners get better when we take the time to focus on ourselves and see where we're really at. There's a time to break a pattern. It's time now. Okay? To grow in your relationships, you need to break a pattern. If you are married and you've been with this person for a long time, like you can't just keep trying to reignite the sexual flame to make things going. Like marriages, especially with children, like take active work. It takes two people actively putting in work to make a better life and a better partnership. So don't settle for less, ever, okay? Never, ever settle for less. I love you guys, and I will see you soon for your July readings. Bye.